What's up, North Floridians? I'm so glad to be able to talk to you today about why you should vote me, Luke Diamond, for Sophomore Class President. This past year, as class president, I've learned so much and know that I'm extremely qualified for this position. I've demonstrated leadership as your class president from day one, dedicating my time selling homecoming tickets every day at lunch, decorating and planning our freshman parade float, organizing great volunteers for our pep rally, and building up school spirit by helping plan our themed football games. Additionally, I have built up strong communication skills that I have used when contacting administration and setting up school events, such as contacting food trucks and event spaces for Frozen Fridays. As a very involved NB student, I know the importance of involvement and communication. I want to make sure every student has the opportunity to participate in spirit events that unify our grade. To ensure this, I plan to greaten the communication between students and our NB Insider, increase school-wide PSA announcements weekly about upcoming events, and to raise student participation within the forum so that I can listen to all your concerns and ideas. I believe making new friendships is important, and I promise to build new relationships with people old and new. I'm a very friendly and outgoing person, and I can't wait for the opportunities to meet new people. I believe that my experience and personality will help offer me new ideas, that I can continue to be a voice for our school, and will lead with your best interests in mind, allowing us to become a school with more spirit and togetherness than ever. I know voting for someone requires a lot of trust, and I'm willing to work hard every day to earn your trust. I'm so thankful for your vote and to be a member of your North Broward community. Thank you so much. I'm Luke Diamond, and I approve this message.
I'm Matt Routman, and I'm running to be your sophomore class president. As some of you may know, I should be a sophomore, but my mom held me back so I could be one of the older kids. So one thing that I can guarantee I bring to the table, more than the other candidates, is significantly more life experience. Now you may not think that being 1 year older makes a big difference, but 6.25% more life experience is kind of a big deal. Overall, in a position like class president, you want someone that can address the needs of your class from a mature and unbiased perspective. And yes, I am pretty new here with my family just moving to South Florida last year, but I was lucky enough to be welcomed into a strong North Broward community, one that gave me confidence and always enabled me to be myself from day one, even if it was on Zoom. And look, we're all different, but one thing that we all have in common is we spend the same amount of time together at school, and the environment that we create here for each other has a lasting impact on all of us. I don't want to make any empty promises, but I will work hard to make sophomore year, which should have been my junior year, our best one yet. I want us to continue to create an environment of openness to new ideas and new people, and get us further involved in the North Broward community, especially with the people that need our help the most. When you vote for Matt, you're voting for 6.25% more experience. Do the math, vote for Matt.
Hello, North Broward class of 2025. My name is Nate Harmlin, and I'm running to be your sophomore class vice president. My mission is to make our sophomore year the best it can be. One of the ways we can make this happen is by electing me to be our vice president. I want to be the person that anyone can come up to and ask questions, share ideas, or just to talk to. My goal is to continue to be a liaison between the students and staff. This will ensure that your voices are heard. Being your vice president this year has been such an honor. I learned so much from the experience, and now I feel even more focused and driven to work with the students and staff at North Broward to be the best we can be. Each and every one of you has done something special to contribute to our school community. I want to help be that connection between you and our school. This is my 11th year at North Broward Prep, and I'm deeply connected to our school and care tremendously about our student body. I've experienced several of our school's programs, from fine arts to athletics to various clubs. I'm committed to making our school the best place it can be, no matter what it takes. North Broward has done so much for me, and now it's time for me to continue to give back and make a difference. I can make this happen with your help. I'm devoted to making our sophomore year an amazing year. Thank you for listening to my speech. Vote Nate for Vice President.
Hi, my name is Israela Kerbel. I am currently a freshman, but I am running for your sophomore class vice president. You may know me from a class, a club, lunch, or the girl that asks if they can borrow a chair from your table at lunch. Nevertheless, I do have some goals that I would like to achieve if I were to become your sophomore class vice president. Firstly, I do happen to be one of the millions of kids enrolled in our Spirit Club, and I, ironically, also happen to be one of the only 10 kids that show up to the meetings. I believe this clearly exemplifies how much school spirit we are starting to lack. If I were to be elected, I would like to up our school spirit by advertising sports games that aren't getting enough exposure. Do you remember our last basketball home game? All of our sports deserve that amount of hype. I would also like to possibly have more after-school events like movie nights. Although, overall, I just want to make sure that students' voices and ideas are heard and strengthen our NBPS community. If you ever want your voices and ideas to be heard, vote Israela Kerbel for your sophomore class vice president today. Like a good neighbor, Israela is there. Thank you.
Hello, future sophomore students at North Broward Prep. My name is Zach Cohen, and I am running for sophomore secretary/treasurer. You should vote for me because there's an endless amount of assets that I will bring to the school, and I will be 100% devoted to being your next sophomore secretary/treasurer. Aside from being part of the North Broward JV baseball team, JV football team, Samaritans 365, and the Youth Activism Club, I am also the most spirited student in every classroom and on every field. I am a very, very hard worker, and I am dedicated to making nothing but positive changes for not only this school, but for the community that surrounds it as well. I love this school with all my heart, and I am committed to making sure that this school will be a better place in the future. Please make sure that you vote Zach Cohen for your sophomore secretary. Thank you for your time, and go Eagles.
Hello everyone, my name is Ava Muhart, and I'm running to be your sophomore class secretary/treasurer. For a bit of background information, I've been at North Broward for 2 years now, and I'm currently in the 9th grade. If elected to student government, my goals would be to single-handedly and collaboratively work to make our school community a more organized and harmonious environment, and I do this by bringing in new ideas never seen or done before. Some ways that could help reach these goals would be to keep track of things that student government has done in the past, which will allow for other elected officials to make room for new and fresh ideas. I could also take note of what these past ideas were during meetings and also survey members around our community and on the board of what they would want to see happen. I would then communicate that feedback to the elected officials, and we make that happen to the best of our abilities. Another way I could help student government as a whole to approach these goals, which is where my role as treasurer would come into play, would be to research different ways we can invest the money from our budget into, including but not limited to, unique sponsoring and fundraising for our school. This will allow for our community as a whole to stand out from the rest and break the basic mold of what a textbook student government would look like or do for their school. So in conclusion, I hope this helped you to see why I'm the best fit as your sophomore class secretary/treasurer, and you vote me, Ava Muhart, on April 14th. Thank you so much.